Vancouver Resource Investment Conference, ladies and gentlemen, Commodity TV here for you, and we are now at the booth of Osisko Metals. Yes, you know the company, of course, because they belong since a long time to the Osisko Group. And with me here is Rob Wares, who is the Executive Chairman and who wants to give us an update. Welcome, Rob.
Thank you very much. Pleased to be here.
Great to have you here. Thanks for taking the time.
Absolutely.
Osisko Metals, I would say quite a really interesting company. Maybe you give us a short overview on the company and then we dive directly into it.
Sure, very much so. So Osisko Metals, we listed that 2.5 years ago. It was the latest Osisko incarnation to basically focus on the base metal sector, as most of the Osisko Group's projects are focused on gold, either royalties or mining development stories. But we see many opportunities right now in a market that is undervalued in general in the base metals, and particularly in zinc. So we focus on the acquisition of key zinc assets in Canada.
Super. And I saw the first project, I would say, is Pine Point, is it called, right? And it's, I think it's one of the largest, or even the largest zinc resource in the world now, right?
Not in the world, but certainly in the Americas in terms of undeveloped resources. So Pine Point was in production from about 66 to 1988. Cominco was Cominco's at the time's most lucrative mines. Open pit, near surface, located in the Northwest Territories. And we knew from historical data there were a lot of resources left behind. And with the uptick in the zinc price, over $1, which we find is excellent actually, and with more upside to come, we decided it was a key time to acquire a significant asset. So we purchased it for $35 million from Darnley Bay Resources, and we've been aggressively developing this project since. At this point, we're 52 million tons, near surface, pit constrained resource, 95%, at about 6.5% lead zinc.
Okay, super. That's quite a lot, I would say.
Yeah, it makes it an outstanding undeveloped asset, actually.
Great, fantastic. And you have zinc and lead, right?
That's right.
Yeah, exactly.
But mostly zinc.
Yeah, super. So what's the game plan on Pine Point for 2020?
A lot of drilling right now. We brought in new technology, gravity radiometry, to find new targets, near surface targets, and we are drilling those as we speak. So it'll be an aggressive drill program for the next 2 months. And going into the second quarter, we will be producing a PEA, preliminary economic study, to get the first hand valuation. It's not rigorous, but it gives quite a good idea of the
how much money you need
project,
also,
and the capitalization exactly.
Yes.
And we anticipate a very successful study and results. We have our own internal technical team, including technical staff of royalties, to assist us in this fashion. And so that's slated for April. And following that, we will move on to feasibility later, which is going to be at least a year process on permitting, starting the permitting process this year. We also intend on carrying on with the drill program throughout the year to define new resources.
So the permitting process altogether, how long do you think this might take?
Normally 3 years.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So that things from here now spoken like 5 years you could be in production?
Oh, less than that, 4. Well, it would take 1 more year for construction. Because obviously you do permitting, feasibility, financing, all together. Exactly.
So 2024 probably is a good idea?
Yeah, that's a good target. Yeah.
Super, that's not too far away, and this world needs a lot of zinc, still also in the future.
Well, that's why we're into zinc. We foresee inevitably a serious global shortfall in zinc production in the next 4 years, so our timing is going to be perfect.
Yeah, and the good thing is also, let's say electric cars, they need also zinc because they could also rust.
Everything rusts. If you have a steel part that's not galvanized, it will rust, and that includes electric vehicles. So, and when it comes to electric vehicles, everybody talks about lithium and cobalt. There's actually more zinc and copper in an electric vehicle than there is
metals, especially copper. Yeah,
exactly.
And copper leads also to my next question. Bathurst is your second project, and
yes,
I saw you have zinc, you have lead, but you have silver and copper inside.
Yes, Bathurst is polymetallic. It's a volcanic type deposit. Again, classic Canadian mining camp, was in production for over 50 years, closed down in 2003. So we were able to secure a very tight key claim position, Bathurst. We're drilling off the key Anacon deposit. And again, that's basically zinc, copper, lead, silver, and a bit of gold. So it's
fantastic.
A polymetallic system.
Cool. And what's let's say the work plan for this year on that project? I mean, that's more the longer term future, I would say.
That's right. Defining resources and also more focused on exploration along a 60-kilometer, what is known out there as the Bathurst horizon, is the geological horizon that hosts virtually all the deposits.
So, but if you would say percentage-wise, what would be like zinc, lead, silver, copper percentage-wise in the project? What do you think?
At Bathurst?
Yeah.
Oh, it's still dominantly zinc, for sure.
Yeah, but percentage-wise from the metal content, would you say it's like 50% zinc, 30% lead, 20% silver, 10% copper?
More like 60% zinc, I would say. Depending on where you are in the deposit, we have a very rich copper zone, Titan zone at Bathurst, and that seems to be separate from the lead zinc zone.
Yeah.
So it's hard to generalize at this point in terms of proportion, but no matter how you cut it, the bulk of the income would come from zinc again.
Okay, super. Yeah. So that means the other metals are byproducts.
That's right.
More or less.
That's
okay,
right.
super. Perfect, perfect. So what does look the, let's say, financial structure of the company? How many shares are out? Who are largest or large shareholders of the company? What has management, of course?
Yes, of course. Numbers right now after this last financing, I think will be about 180 million shares outstanding. It's 2 funds plus management, plus Osisko Mining and Osisko Royalties. We control about 55% of the outstanding shares.
So it's in good hands.
Yes, and personally I'm still accumulating. Given the asset that we have, the share price is actually ridiculously low, and I understand that zinc is not an easy commodity to sell. It's not sexy.
Let's say not yet sexy, exactly.
That's right. It's not sexy, but we need zinc. We can't escape.
Definitely.
And this shortfall is coming. So I believe, and you see it already in the dropping inventories on most LME, Shanghai, and so on. And I think that's here to stay. So we're very bullish on zinc, and it's inevitable that that's going to translate into a significant increase in commodity prices.
Fantastic. So right commodity, right country, right projects.
Yeah,
looks like Osisko Metals has the perfect setup.
Absolutely.
Super. Rob, thank you very much for the interview.
Pleasure.
And look forward then to the PEA.
Yes.
Yeah, super.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Stay tuned. Thank
Great,
you.
Super. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that was Rob West, the executive chairman of Osisko Metals. Yeah, and you heard it. Zinc is really in an undersupply. We have here the perfect storm is coming up. I think today is like 5 days of world supply still in the inventories. That's like nothing. The industry normally gets nervous when it goes below 10. And I think Osisko Metals is one of the top companies here really to perform, because with that shareholder base, 55% are in strong hands and real hands of management and big shareholders supporting the company a lot. And the grades so far are outstanding, and I would say stay tuned to the PEA of Pine Point, and it's really getting big and it's getting better, and check out the company. Thanks for watching us. Bye bye from Vancouver.